What's going on, everyone? American Leeds podcast. My name's Alex Simon. We're going to try this again. Don't you love technology? Um, yeah, quick game notes. Good, bad, and ugly for the Brentford game. Tried to record earlier. What are you going to do? I also want to address quickly. I did a video. The comments were, and I would very engaging on Raz out, and hopefully, if you listen to the context of that video, it's really, I don't think I say anything that's too controversial there. I just try to speak from the truth, and I think if you're not always looking down the road in football and in life, that don't fall in love with the past, I guess is my message. And I've also said, like, I love the past. I love all the promotion people that helped the boys that got us promoted, including Bielsa. Freaking Pablo Hernandez is incredible. I've got a Pablo Hernandez jersey. The next one I want is Bill Ayling, because these are the legends of the club. But at the same time, like, I want the club to continue to kick on, if that makes any sense. And that's why I said the stuff I did about Rad Razani. Whatever plays out is going to play out. Literally, I don't think, what I say and what I don't say has no reflection of, like, what is actually going to happen. But as a fan, I can say, hey, the 24 hours in the window was a miss. All right, good, bad, and ugly. We're going to try this again. Good, Paddy's health. Got through 45 minutes of the game. I thought he got into some good positions. He missed some sitters, but overall, Paddy got through 45 minutes. If he can continue to be healthy for, the rest of the season, we know that we're going to be where we need to be, because there's things Patrick does that Joffy doesn't do as far as pushing the center backs. I think he's better in the air a little bit than Joffy. Joffy's a little shorter, but not to say that Joffy's terrible, but there's just things that Patrick offers as a classic number 9 that Joffy doesn't. And I just thought he got into some good positions. He's allowed to be a little bit rusty, and if we can get him back to where he was, I think we'll be where we need to be. The second thing that was good was I thought Cody Drama played really well for, I guess he was in until minute 60 or 70. I thought he played really excellent, and I thought Bill looked good. I expect, and I'm anticipating, this system will fit Bill Ayling, and I'm expecting him to take Rasmus Christensen's shirt at some point. I mean, he got an assistant. He plays without any fear. He's like your football player's favorite football player. Like, he had a bloody nose. He gets dirty. He doesn't care. He just loves the game. I don't know. I love Bill Ayling, and I think he's going to eventually take his shirt. He loves to bomb on and overlap, and you saw that. And I thought my final good is I thought Patrick Bamford and Joffy looked really good together, playing each other in and out for the first minutes of the first half. Bad was VAR. VAR sucked today. If we get Crescencio Somerville's penalty in, then it kind of negates the very soft penalty that Stair got. And look, I don't think Cindy's was a penalty, and I think Crescencio's was. So then that's a 2-goal swing. I'm trying to be glasses half full there. And then it's only like and then you take away Amelier's gaff about coming out a little bit too far on that transition. If he cleared the ball, then it probably wouldn't have been a problem. But anyways, take those 3 goals away. It's either a win or a draw, so we get a result. That's also saying that I don't want to whistle past the graveyard. Don't get to the ugly next. Aronson, I just thought Aronson had a poor game. He was off. I could go through other players that had poor games as well, but that'll get to my ugly. I thought Koch, I guess, had a bad game. He had a poor game, not unlike himself in the first few games of the season. Ugly. Diego Llorente, terrible. He's out of form. He is our weakest link. If you listen to Gier on another show that I do, Gier talks all the time about Diego Llorente. He's the only reason we won't concede. Always tries to go for the spectacular. He's out of form. He needs to be taken out of the lineup. I think he will be taken out of the lineup based on Marsh's comments. If we had a left back, I'm sure that Pascal would have taken his shirt already. But I digress. I don't want to bury those, pick at those wounds anymore. And then the other thing that was ugly was the system. I mean, it just seems like there's a blueprint to beat Leeds at this moment, especially for teams in and around us. That's my concern. Teams in and around us will play sitting back or giving us the ball, however they want to play, low block, mid block. They're essentially going to give us the ball, have us try to break down, and then hit us on the counter. And then I use the term flop, dive. They'll look for penalties in and around the box, frustrate us because of how we press, and we're going to be pissed off. And it's going to be okay at Ellen Road because I think the fans will get on the refs, but like away from the road, the refs are going to be whistle happy. I just think that's the way it's going to work all season. So that's the blueprint. Switch balls, give us the ball, hit us on the counter. We don't have enough men back, and almost any team can play with us for those tactics. We need to be tighter at the back. We could blame Jesse. We could blame Diego Llorente, who's just having a shocker start to the season. But it's also Marsh needs to put his players in better positions. I just like putting these center backs at foot races where it's 2-on-2, 1-on-1. It's not going to work out. So I'm really looking for Marsh and his team of people to look inward and make an adjustment, because it's 3 games now in a row, really, where we just look like the team. There's a similar model being presented against us. That's the only way I can put it. So in closing, we're 9th, tied with Fulham, who happened to get stronger with Dan James. But I won't talk too much about it. And we're also tied with Manchester United. We're level with Manchester United on points. Up next is Forest in 10 days. I think that'll be a good enough time. I'm hoping that there's adjustments. Forest, who brought in 20-some-odd players this year to their newly promoted side. But yeah, that's about it. I'm not really going to talk about, the next time the spotlight's on the 3 amigos, Radrizzani, Orta, and Angus will be in the winter. I really don't want to, I'm not really going to bring them up. The team is what the team is now. So, I've made my opinions known. I thought the last 48 hours or 24 hours of the window was just appalling in many ways. I feel like I'm being harsh, but they just were, and I really thought the behavior of the chairman was just not. It's not cool to go on Twitter and tweet fans like official business of the club. I don't know. What do you think? He's cool or what? I don't know. But that's all I'm going to really talk about it. We march on together, and let's get a win hosting Forest. Come on, Leeds. Let's get these points. Marching on together. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.